Hello, hello. It is day 167 of 365 days of my raw suspending disbelief journey. It is October 6th, 2024, and today was Sunday, no kids. And normally, over the last few months at least, I was getting a lot of work done on Sundays. And last week I had talked about how I was going to switch that up. I was going to deliberately start taking my time off on the weekends. And that was really tough for me this week because I have my in-person speaking event over the next 2 days. And it just felt like, no, I should be going hard. I should be practicing, practicing, practicing. I should be prepping, 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 right? And if I'm not doing that, I could at least be getting some work done. And, there was a lot of pressure like that. And I had my moments where I felt like I needed to give into that. And then I mostly for the most part though, I had to suspend disbelief. I had to lean into the trust that it really was in my best interest to take a break, that it really was in my best interest to rest, not push, not force. And, I did practice a couple of times. I tried to get a little bit of work done. My computer was really being a pain, which just was, more proof that I'm supposed to be taking a break, or I'm supposed to be slowing down on something, that I'm not putting my attention in the right place, or whatever, right? The resistance was there that, maybe didn't need to be. And eventually, after a while, I just got to the point where I said enough, and I closed the computer and gave up on trying, and um not for good, but for the day. And I just allowed myself to relax, and I'm trusting that that was perfect, right? It's incredibly difficult to silence that voice in your mind going, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And especially when you have something big looming over your head, you have a deadline, you have an event coming, you've got, something like that. And I I'm sure that I did the right thing. I'm sure that I chose correctly. There was really not much more to do to be prepared. I ran through it a few times. It was just, because I'm not actually trying to memorize, like, word for word a whole speech, I actually got the feeling like if I practice too much, I'm gonna forget some of the key things that I want to say, because I'll have said them so many times that I'll feel like I already said it. um, I'm not sure if that makes a lot of sense to most people, but knowing my brain and knowing how I work, it made perfect sense to me. And I felt fairly confident. I did make slides with, bullet points on them, whatever, so that I have something to keep myself on track if I get a little off when I'm on stage. But I feel like, looking at my bullet points and whatnot, I feel like I'm perfectly capable of getting up on that stage and delivering a speech that is excellent, and maybe more natural than if I had memorized it anyways, and yeah, so just choosing, right? Choosing to suspend disbelief that I can throw all of those shoulds out the window and stop shoulding all over myself, and suspending disbelief that what I've got prepared is perfect, and that it's all going to work out exactly like it's supposed to, and that it all is working out exactly like it's supposed to, and that not being on my computer all day is exactly what it was supposed to be, and so on. So, um, yeah, I definitely, though, I do get a case of the shoulds, right? I get the feeling like my kids are gone. Even my oldest went to her boyfriend's for the day, like to his parents' house, and I had all of this time, and it felt very hard not to be like actively go, 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 especially with an event coming up in the next day and 2 days. And um but when I really leaned into it, because I questioned, well, is it hard because I should be going hard? Like, is it that I'm self-sabotaging by not getting anything done? Is that the case? And it did not feel like that was aligned, or like that was true. It felt like, no, you've been going hard and it's time to slow down and rest so that your energy is where it needs to be before this event. So trusting that, trusting that, leaning into that. And yeah, feels like that balance has been so key and important lately. And ignoring that now would in and of itself be a self-sabotage. Instead of sticking to what I've learned here and sticking to the fact that breaks need to happen, and sticking to my trust that balance creates that success, and that giving myself that space in every other area has been exactly what was needed, and it will continue to be true. So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.